Hello students of class 12, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. It is the nutrition video and the chapter that I will continue today, starting today, is infancy, and this video is part 1. So infancy is the part of one life, and it is the very first part of your life, that the age between 0, that from the birth stage, to 1 year. It is called the infancy. Okay, so the normal body weight according to WHO is 2.5 kg, 2.5 to 3.2 kgs. Okay, so below that it is called the lower weight, or low birth weight, lower weight, or low birth weight, and if it is more than that, then higher birth weight by high birth weight. Okay, so these things are there, and a full term in 1 year, the baby became doubled in his height and tripled in his weight. Okay, so a very rich source of nutrients are needed for them, and basically the nutrition requirements are as the normal, like normal individual, as they need the carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals, and the children also need, but the thing is that they are only consuming the mother's milk. Okay, so the energy, the nutrients requirement for the infants, I am telling and discussing nutrient requirement for infants. So the infants means 0 to 1 year. So first I am talking about the energy. First, I am talking about the energy. So you all know the energy is the main thing. That means the energy requirement is higher for the infant as compared to the adults. And in first 6 months it is 92 kilocalorie, and after that it became 80 kilocalorie. Why it is decreasing? Because the rapid nutrition needed for first 6 months, because it is only coming out, and now it is needed the more nutrients to grow, because we have to become double in their height and triple in their weight. Okay, so this is normal, and after that the milk he is consuming by her mother and by his mother, the milk is having everything that is needed, like every nutrients, like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals, everything he is consuming by the mother's milk. So mother milk should have everything, and it is actually having everything. Okay, so too much eating is not required, because too much eating, or if you are giving other foods to him or her, then it can lead to the obesity that can be very dangerous, and lower birth weight is also not very required, because they have to give the proper nutrient balance by which it can just achieve the proper weight. Okay, according to the WHO. Next, the protein. Proteins literally need the 2 grams per kg. Okay. Next is protein. Protein is usually need the 2 gram per kg, and as compared 1 gram per kg for the weighing of the adults. And the human will provide proteins and the essential amino acid. If it is given in the excess, it will harm your kidney. For the children also it will harm the kidney. Next, the fats. Fat is linoleic acid is very important, and the DHA is also very important. Mean the fats on this linoleic acid. Okay, so the essential fatty acids are also required, and it is already contained in this mother's milk, so they can have it from the mother. Next, the minerals. The calcium, phosphorus is needed for the bone formation. The calcium and phosphorus level should be in 2:1, and the calcium of the phosphorus are needed for the formation of the hydroxyapatite. That means the calcification of the bone formation. Okay, the first mineral is calcium and phosphorus. Next is iron. Iron, you know that iron needed for this like blood formation, right? The RD of the iron for the infant is 1 gram per kg body weight. Starting from the 3 months, during growth of the first year of the life, the blood volume of the infant get doubled in this age. Like moreover, the infant also doubled his body weight during this time. For this reason, the infant required dietary iron for weaning food. Breast milk doesn't contain appreciable amount of the iron, because from the birth the iron storage are already happening in that children's body, that can be stored for at least of 6 months, and it can make the need of the 6 months till 6 months. So that is why for first 6 months, for the exclusive breastfeeding period, the children doesn't need any iron from the external source, but after that they need the irons. Next, the zinc. Zinc is also very important. Zinc is normal for the body growth and the brain growth. Okay, so zinc is important cofactor for the several different enzymes. The colostrum contain a large amount of the zinc. The colostrum is a very good component of the zinc. The colostrum is the first milk that is secreting from the mother's breast. I will discuss in the next video. So the zinc is also very much important. Next is sodium and potassium. These two minerals are used for the body by the body various processes. Okay, sodium, potassium, iodine. Iodine is also needed for the various metabolic changes. So the sodium, potassium and iron is also needed. These are all the minerals. Sodium, potassium and iodine. These all are needed for the development of the body and the growth of it. Next, the fat soluble vitamins. You know the fat soluble vitamins are fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E and K. A is needed for the eye development, D is needed for the bone development, vitamin E is also needed and it is very common. E is needed for the body to correct proportion of the carrying proper metabolic compounds, and it is about 5 IU international unit. Vitamin K is needed for controlling the hemorrhage or the blood loss. Okay, so vitamin K is also given immediately after the birth if necessary. If excessive blood losses happen or anything blood loss happen, then the vitamin K is given. Okay, so the RDA you have to read the for 0 to 6 months and about the 6 to 12 months. Both are very important. Next, the water soluble vitamin. Next, the water soluble vitamin. Water soluble vitamin, you know, it is the B complex. B complex is known as the calorigenic vitamin because B complex, all the B vitamins are helping in their metabolic productions and many of the breakdown and the metabolic functions. So B complex is very necessary, and the vitamin C. Vitamin C is also working as the antioxidant. So it is also needed for the children. So vitamin C or ascorbic acid is excellent antioxidant and anti-infective vitamin. Babies are very prone to the infection. Okay, so if we give the proper amount of the vitamins and the minerals, it can control the infections. The infections that are happening, these vitamins, minerals can control them. Actually, to conquer them. And next is the fluid. The fluid is very important, and they usually, the infants usually took fluid from the breast milk because the breast milk have at least 90 to 95% of the water, and it is a very good source of the fluid. Fluid is necessary for all age groups and infants also. Breast milk supplies the necessary amount of the fluid for the growing infant later on. But if they have to take the fluid from the outside, the fluid or the water should be sterile properly. Okay, so the ICMR recommended value are already given. You have to read from here, and these tremendous nutritional demands can be met by the mother if the mother is the independent feeder or the child is only consuming the mother's milk. If the child have to take the foods from the outside, then have to give it accordingly that is needed according to the RDA. Okay, in the next video I will discuss about the breast milk. Till then, thank you.